Hi everyone, it's Nana, Foxy Mama 365. We're back again with the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And this time around, Portia is having a baby. Woohoo! So it's meant to be a fairy tale introduction. I love it, totally love it. I'm here for Portia because I really do like Portia. I mean, so far, so long as she's not doing too much or showing her other side, I'm here for it. So we'll start with the pregnancy photo shoot. She's in some black lacy underwear, and Dennis is there with her. He's also wearing black, and they kind of look really good together. I love it. It's very cute, and they have the hot dogs and all that. And Portia is struggling to get back on the bed. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, Portia is really beautiful, and she's really, really cute, and she's carried this pregnancy well, so that's kind of cute. Believe me, a lot of pregnant women, when we get to like 8, 7 months, it's like, oh, girl, the nose goes from like here to there. Oh, girl, all you see is the nose, okay? So they're talking about commuting and what's going to happen, and Dennis is still lamenting about the commute. He's like, it takes him almost 40 minutes to an hour to get home every day, and he was taking Portia back and forth to Dish Nation, and Portia is thinking, yeah, it's time for her to probably stop, quit and go on maternity leave. And Dennis is like, girl, it still takes me a long time to get to work. I'm doing it, but girl, and Portia's like, but a lot of people commute every day, and it's like 36 minutes for them to commute. And he's like, okay, where'd you get these statistics from? And she's like, the National Bureau of Census, and everybody's like, whoa, girl. She's probably meant it as a joke. Anyways, so Dennis is still living in the basement, which I didn't even know. When I say living in the basement, obviously he might sleep upstairs, but all his stuff have been moved out because he was meant to sell his house. I think 4 months ago, that's what he decided. He would move in with her into the Louvre, which is what they call Portia's beautiful place. And Dennis is like, no, it's too much. And I get that because literally they took us to the basement, and Dennis is still like living, like out of a box. And that must be so inconvenient. It must be so inconveniencing for him as well. Having to look for your stuff, having to rummage through, oh, where did I leave that? Because everything is so scattered, and it's a dump. And then Portia is looking at his clothes. He still has some of his, he has leather cargo pants, really? They're not even black. Well, good luck with that. Anyway, she's flashing back to Cordell and what happened, and quite frankly, I wonder why they're bringing Cordell into this whole situation. Cordell is the past. Leave Cordell in the past, okay? So we have Shamia and Lauren. Shamia's Portia's friend, and they're trying to do her a cast around the baby bump, and they're talking with her, and Shamia is saying to her, I totally get it. I mean, it will be hard for most men to actually move in with you. That's quite he's done a lot. Most men would really rather you guys get your place together. And Lauren is also trying to convince her of the same, and saying that Dennis is not comfortable, even though he might not say it, but really and truly, Dennis is probably not comfortable moving into his woman's house. And I totally get that. So she goes shopping with Gary from Dish Nation. I love Gary. And so Portia goes shopping with Gary, and they're looking for outfits, and Portia can barely sit down. And I get that because oh, look at me. I get that because it's so uncomfortable. You're like, okay, every step is like a struggle. Anyways, they have so much fun. He cracks her up. Don't you guys want, everybody should have that one friend that you can be with and just be yourself and just, laugh at yourself, The person can jab at you and it's coming from a good place. That's pretty much who Gary is for Portia. And he's also going to be hosting her baby shower, so which is kind of cool. So he better get there on time. So they're going house hunting. Dennis and Portia are going house hunting. The first house that they show us is amazing. Amazeball. The house is 2.5. It is gorgeous. And the good thing is it's just 15 minutes from Dennis's workplace. Win-win. But Portia like, because it's got an indoor swimming pool, like a really big, it's really beautiful. But Portia like, Dennis, I know you're probably thinking of having naked women and all of that swimming in the pool. And we want to get you away from that lifestyle, okay? I want to keep you as mine. But the house is really beautiful. I think it's about 11,000 square feet, yeah. So, and it's cost 2.5, which I think is a bit much. It used to belong to some artist. They didn't mention who it was, but the house is really gorgeous. And Portia like, look, I'm just doing this to kind of fulfill righteousness, she's hoping that they can stay in her house for 2 to 5 years, a couple of years. Portia girl, a couple is two, okay? So now when Portia is getting her mom and Dennis's mom together along with her sister to see what role everybody's gonna play. And I'm wondering, Portia, I hope she's not gonna take this princess thing too far. You know? And she's like, okay, you guys are gonna move in since Mama Gina wants to move in. Mama Diane is like, don't worry, she can do all the stuff. I ain't no house girl. I ain't no maid. Not me. Anyways, and everybody's trying to, tell Portia, girl, even though you're going to have a C-section, you still have to get about. You still have to do stuff for your baby. And she's like, who's going to be answering the door? Who's going to be doing the laundry? You guys have to be doing... And I'm like, really, Portia? It doesn't work like that. You might get a week, 2 weeks if you're lucky. But after that, girl, you're on your own, okay? So, or maybe even 3 weeks if you're lucky. So your wound can heal from this cesarean section. Okay, moving right along. So Dennis now says, well, he's thinking his mom will stop working out. His mom's like, hello, who, me? So any which ways, Dennis says, well, we're planning on buying a house, and he's putting an offer for the house. And Portia is like surprised, and everybody like, oh, surprise. Apparently Portia didn't know that Dennis had put in an offer, that they had seen the house, and he went ahead and put in an offer. So she's kind of upset, and the ladies are like, yeah, he's trying to do a nice thing for you and the baby. It was meant to be a surprise for you, and and it's meant to be a good thing. But Portia, coming from where she was coming from with Cordell, I think she still has a very bitter taste in her mouth. She's like, no, she's just kind of surprised. She just wants him to communicate with her. He didn't let her know, and she doesn't want, pretty much this housing situation is I wish they had, decided on it without having the baby involved, before they, got pregnant and all. These are all stuff that you need to talk about when you are in the dating and courting mode. That's my thought anyways. So anyway, Portia is going to be having a night nurse as well, and she wants the women to be there during the day. I don't know. So anyway, Portia is upset, and she storms off, and her sister storms off comes walking behind her, and is trying to explain to her that it's not that bad, that Dennis is just coming from a good place, and pretty much that is it. I think Dennis seems to be like a good guy, and for him to actually have left his place and moved in with Portia, he seems like a cool dude, and maybe he's just trying to do, all right. And our commute might be hectic if he hasn't done it before, but something's got to give. Now, her baby shower is going to be Winter Wonderland baby shower. We did see a lot of pictures of the baby shower, and I thought she looked beautiful. Every other person was meant to wear white, and she was going to be wearing rose gold. I think that's what she had on, So anyways, Dennis has rented out his house and did not sell it. So Portia is a little taken aback by why he didn't sell the house like they agreed. And Dennis is like, I rented it out. So, which is kind of like shady. But she's talking with her sister, and her sister is trying to let her know that, maybe that he's not comfortable moving in and being in her own place, and maybe one day finding himself being kicked out of Portia's house. And Portia's like, if that's his thinking, then she'll be upset at him, because he was saying, he would move in, he was going to complete the basement, he was going to do the swimming pool and all of that, and now he's like not happy with the situation, that wasn't what they spoke about. And then her sister makes a very good point. Lauren says, are you going to put his name, he's going to put in all that money into the house, are you going to put his name on the deed? And Portia's like, it doesn't just happen like that, but there are ways to get around that. I don't know why Portia is being, I know she loves her home, but you have to really compromise, baby aside and all, you have to. I mean, do you, like her mom said, like Dennis's mom said, do you want to be a baby mama or do you want to be a wife? So moving right along, so Portia is, a bit upset about that, but she can kind of understand, but I think pretty much she's still reeling from being kicked out of the house that Cordell promised to have been their home, and then one day she couldn't get access to the house. It was kind of sad. So anyway, we see Dennis practicing his jokes. He says he's going to be doing some jokes at the baby shower. Baby shower? No, yeah, baby shower, which is kind of cool. But the dog is like, ain't having none of it. So the baby shower, we have Shamia there, Cynthia is there, Kenya is there. We actually even have Monique from the Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm looking forward to that. We actually even have Marlo. Tanya is there as well. Eva, she had quite a turn up. Of course, Nene is not there, but nobody really cares. We didn't even mention her in all of this, okay? So Portia is very excited. She has a grand walk in and everybody's happy for her. Kenya looks beautiful. Cynthia looks great. They're all wearing white and it's a great moment. Eventually, they actually call Dennis to come and crack a joke or two. And the jokes are really falling flat. It's not easy to be a comedian. Honestly, it's not easy to be a comedian. So but Gary kind of breaks the ice for him when he holds the stand and says laugh. So it's like, oh, and everybody gets it and they're trying to laugh and trying to, like, you know, pass it off. But at the end of the day, Dennis says, oh, he's in love with Portia. He's very happy, you know, and that she hasn't complained all through, you know, carrying the baby, and he appreciates her. And I'm really happy for Portia, honestly. It's cute. It was kind of a very cute episode. I can ride with this, honestly, because there was no malice. There wasn't, I like it. So far, so good. But girl, we'll be watching. Thanks for watching, everybody. Be sure to like, be sure to share, be sure to subscribe down below and leave your comments too. Thanks for watching. See ya.